Okay, it should be. Should be coming across freaking live here in a minute. All right. We're gonna use this previously made Damascus here. I don't know if you guys can see that at all, but we'll basically most likely use that pattern. We won't use the random pattern. We're gonna forge this down into an integral hunting knife, integral bolster, integral pommel, and we got a lot of work before we get there. So we need to weld a nipple on the end of this, get the forge started, get the dies changed out on our press, and get to work. So what I'm going to do here, Sarah will be monitoring from her phone.
Yep.
If you have any questions, relaying questions, stuff like that.
Have it all up and going.
I'm going to go cut us a piece here, so that we can get started.
This is kind of more of a fun forge day
Just get a grind a little bevel
in the
into
shop.
this.
I feel like, if that makes sense. Because sometimes you just need a forge to not have anything else on your mind but just blacksmithing. Not be concerned about making a video. I feel like it's more fun that way.
You can't stand there right in the middle in front of the camera.
I would just barely move that.
Go get a seat and just sit over there. Put you guys right there for now. Now I'm going to heat up our piece here.
And I move back away so I'm not getting blinded.
With a torch. Get some heat into this billet so we have better connection. change some colors here. That'll be good. Nice and warm. That is nice and warm. You should have enough connection on this as is.
It's smoking.
We're gonna put you guys right up here. That way we're not melting my mics. Yeah, we're good. That should be nice and good. Go turn on Fred. We got a lot of work to do.
I think it froze.
No, don't touch it.
Okay.
It didn't freeze. Still going.
Okay, on my screen it froze.
Well, it might have, but... Still going, it didn't freeze.
It just froze on mine. I just got it off. I just took it off of.
What?
I just took it off of Wi-Fi and I'm just using my phone internet.
Okay. It's not freezing anymore?
No, I just had to take it off of. Yeah, I just had to take it off of there. It's fine now.
I'm going to move you guys to where you're a little more in line with the fan so that it stays somewhat cool.
Is that a spider?
Oh yeah, that's a cat spider.
Yeah, no thank you.
We got a cat spider floating in the shop.
You can see it too. That thing that's flying around in the air, that's a cat spider. That is.
They're good spiders.
That isn't dust or anything floating in the air like it looks like on the screen.
think it's a cat spider. He's trying to get the hell out of Dodge, that's for sure. No, that's not a cat spider.
Whatever it is, keep it the heck away from me. I hate spiders.
Yeah, that's an ugly girl right there, but we'll let her be. We'll let her be.
Yeah.
She got a little warm.
That was no bueno for that spider.
Got a little warm.
The minute he put it on, the spider was like, we're done.
Well, hopefully hopefully we still have sound. Because we're not getting any.
Spider was like, we're done.
We're not getting charged. It doesn't feel like. Man, it is hot right here. You may have to go out to hear the sound.
You still have sound.
Yeah, but there's a delay.
Yeah.
You need to turn your sound off.
I do. I have no sound coming out.
We're going to go as long as the equipment allows us to.
Yep. Who knows how long it will last. But you're on this journey with us until it doesn't last any longer.
So we got that all welded on. I'm just going to stick it here in the front to kind of warm up here. We need to go change out bottom dies here. I need to go with our fullering dies. Whoa. Starting out with this thing, probably about 1.5 inches, 1 3/4 by 1.5 inches by 2.5 inches. So we have quite a bit of forging to do on it before we even get remotely to a grinding stage. And who knows if we're going to be able to even get very far before the equipment kind of craps out on us.
Yeah, it's a little bit warmer today than it has been.
Well, it's 88 in here now.
When we usually start, because it's usually like 71 to 73 when we first start.
Well,
so it's quite a bit warmer because we started later on in the day.
We got a lot of heating to do on that thing.
Yeah, we do.
We'll see how far we get today. Now, to get this thing done, we're shooting episode 4 of the tempering series Monday,
Yep.
Tuesday. If everything goes good there, then we're editing Tuesday evening and Wednesday. We can do another live show
With this.
Thursday and Friday.
Yeah, and we have tomorrow, which is Sunday, unless we take.
Isn't next weekend, is that the 1st of August?
Yes.
So we got to be up, that's Justin's class in Flora. We need to be up there for that.
Yep, we do.
Alright, well, we'll see how long everything stays cool. Like I said, we got the cameras and everything in front of the fan. I mean, it's blowing 80-degree air into here, so, but it is air movement.
But next week is supposed to be a lot cooler than it has been.
We'll see what happens.
Yep.
I mean, just having the airflow around this
It's probably helping tremendously.
is a good idea. It might be too hot. We need to get some water. Bottles of water.
All right. I'll be right back. You want me to keep my phone here?
No.
No, I need it to go.
Turn off your mic. I mean, this thing's probably close to 1 3/4 by 1 3/4 by 2 3/4, maybe 3 inches. So we got a lot of steel in there. Now this is the, if you guys go back and watch my canister feather Damascus challenge series, this is the steel that we made by hand with our hand swages that we built for that go in the hardy hole. So this is that steel that we're using, where we hand welded canister. I mean, I wish it'd be even better if we could put the thing over here, but you don't get a good shot of anything, and there's no fan blowing cool air on it. I mean, it is cooler over here, cooler over there, just outside the smithy area, than it is over here. Even though this is not too bad, standing right here in front of the fan, we're looking pretty good, I think. Once again, there's a lot of standing around in bladesmithing and blacksmithing, especially when you're heating up big steel. We're at 91 in here. Not bad. Not bad at all. Turn down the forge a little bit. We don't need it blaring out the front here. We don't need it getting any hotter in here than it has to be. key for this is you're making sure that you're heated all the way through. Now us turning off you need to get your stool. That's my stool. Get your stool.
I want a chair like this because I need something with a back on it today.
The key to this is making sure that it's heated all the way through. So we don't work so hard. I think I might just open up all the doors. Get a little more airflow in here. I mean, that's nice cool air coming through here. We're getting nice cooling on our stuff. Cool-ish. We're at 93. Turned up the forge just a little bit. Turned it down too far last time. That spider's not liking life right there. Ha! Went the wrong way. Stupid bitch. We're looking pretty good. A little cold on the door side still. So the nipple we put on the end of this is about ½ an inch, maybe 5/8 of an inch freaking round. So that's probably where we're looking at for our thickness here. And maybe a little bit thicker, slightly thicker. We might go 3/4. We'll see how long we get. If we can get multiple steel out of this, like uses, then we will. But we don't want to go too thin because we want to have our integral bolsters and our integral pommel on there. I'm going to go rotate this. I need a bucket of water. Cool our tongs down. No, we need to get rid of that oil.
Yeah.
Just go dump it.
Where do you want me to dump it?
Not there, it's just soybean oil. Just go dump it right here. No. Nobody was going to step on it where I told you to dump it. Where the hell did you dump it? I told you to dump it over here. You need to go wash it out. Sarah, Sarah, with soap. We need to put soap in there. At 93 still. We're looking pretty good. I'm going to turn her again. Might go turn up the air a little bit. Not getting any hotter yet. 93. So you want to keep rotating your piece in there, making sure it's getting nice and cooked, nice and baked. I'm going to turn that gas up just a little bit. Just ever so slightly. Want to work this pretty hot. Also, our forge is over there and our press is over here, so we got, what, 15 feet to walk. So we want to make sure it's nice and hot, so when we get it over there, it's not too cold. Sarah, put some soap over there on that where you poured it, and water it out. It'll help break it down. Now that little bit of turn that up really started bolstering the freaking temperature in here. We're not going to get much done if we burn ourselves out too soon. Because once that thermometer shuts off, we are done in here for the day. It'll be just too hot. Having that blower up that freaking high heats this shop up too fast. Got ourselves a tong tank here now. Cool our tongs off. We're about ready for that first heat. I'm gonna go tighten those down. Should have done that when I got in here. It's the only thing I have to say bad about this press is that it is user friendly, but it tends to loosen up. So you got to just tighten everything down. before you use it. All right, here we go, first heat. Oh, that's not good.
Oh,
That's
it's
not
bubbling.
good. That's garbage.
Yep.
Garbo.
No.
Oh, this
No
is why
good.
we do these things. Well,
Now we know.
that we're gonna let that cool, save it, chop it up,
And put it into
throw
a
it in the can.
random Damascus billet.
Yeah, we'll throw it in the can. We have some of this other stuff here. Now that was the hand done stuff. So what that tells me is, yeah, we got it solid enough to cut and everything, but at these high temperature or the high pressures, that was not good enough. So what I think we need to do, we have a bunch of this other stuff here.
We have a few pieces to choose from.
I think we go do the same thing we did on this one. This one was made with the press, so we're just gonna go press this one out. I'm gonna go grind off that little mark there. We'll weld our tab back on and put it back together.
Let's try it again.
Anybody watching?
We have 4, so
Oh.
3 people besides me.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. That was a nice...
It was a really nice feather.
Thing is, I thought I'd used some of that before,
I think you did.
and it didn't do that, but
I don't know what it was.
it's garbo to use right now, but it's not garbo to use
Long term.
long term later on. We just gotta let it cool down, put it in a can and re-weld it back together with some other stuff. But that'll be perfectly fine. That was stuff we did by hand.
Oh, it was?
Yeah.
It's gone up 10 degrees since we started in here. It went from 88 and now it's 98. We'll see how hot it can get in here before we put it.
I thought we'd already made something out of it, but actually I don't think we have. Not out of that stuff. I just think it was enough to hold together, but it wasn't fully compacted yet. Oh well.
Now we know.
Yeah. We do know. We know now. This is the first billet I did. in that whole series. Everything still applies to what we were talking about. Nothing's changed other than just using a different billet of steel. And like I said, that stuff's still usable.
Oh yeah.
Do something different with it before we can. I'll show you guys that billet here in a sec. Yeah. Those cracks weren't in there until I pressed it. That tells me we didn't get as good a compaction with it. So if you're doing this by hand, you really have to reduce this a lot. This started out as a 2" by 2" can. We didn't compact it enough. We didn't reduce this enough. That's okay. We will let this thing cool down. We'll chop it up, throw it in a canister, be good to go.
Have another one.
$99 in here, not too bad.
Excuse me, sorry about that.
This stuff got compressed from a 3" by 3" can all the way down, and I've actually made a knife out of this.
Yes, I know you have with this one.
So this stuff was good. It got compacted all the way down, cleaned up, and then squished again, once again. So this one's fully homogeneous. That one was not. That spider went up there and it's like all...
Is it, please can it cool in here again?
Right. Hey, it dropped temperature. It went from 99 to 98.
I know. It went up 10 degrees since we started.
Sometimes it's what happens. I mean, we hadn't really tested that stuff yet.
No.
It's still doable. You can do this by hand. You just got to take it. We didn't reduce it enough.
No.
Now that I think about it, because we got it to where it was just solidified, and we never freaking massaged it any farther than that. So, if I was gonna be, what should have happened when that came out, it should have went back in the forge when it was done, out of the can, and then, you know, upset back down into itself over a period of probably 10 heats, and then let to fully anneal. But we didn't do that.
Nope. I put myself in the worst spot imaginable because
It's actually cooler in there, Sarah.
no, it's I'm gonna go right here because then the door is wide open, and I
You
can
sit
get.
in the doorway.
I'm gonna sit in the doorway.
It's only 13% humidity in here.
Yeah. Only 13%.
So this one's roughly 2 inches wide. It's like 1 by maybe 1.5 by 2 by 3.5. This billet, a lot more steel in this.
Now it's just a waiting game. And waiting for it to heat up.
Yeah. We're back at 99 degrees.
Yeah.
Once you go pull all those doors open, and make sure they're propped open.
Okay.
Go pull the doors open.
Yep.
As far as you can, pull them open. That'll help with flow at least. And just put something in front of it so it stays open. Just drag that over there. No, that's too sharp of an angle, sir. You need to put it there. Okay. There we go. Now we got the whole front of the smithy open. Now, hey, the other door. Got all kinds of light in here now. Alright, we're almost ready to turn it. I mean, if we're gonna have that freaking front door open, I'm gonna turn the fan up on this thing.
Heck yeah.
Because we got scads of freaking circulation now. It doesn't even feel that hot right here.
No, like right here it doesn't even feel that hot. questions, feel free to ask, and I can relay them to Nathan for him to answer.
You got a fire-breathing dragon, though. What?
Oh, I said if they have any questions, feel free to ask, and I can relay them to you.
Did you already share it to the messenger group?
Oh, no. Thank you for reminding me.
Probably share it to the Blue Mountain. Are you in the Blue Mountain Blacksmith group yet? Are you in that one?
No.
I think you are. I guess I can share it to that one. Didn't share anything.
I know, I'm trying to make a post too.
I got it.
I did it on the actual page, your Facebook page.
I got it.
Okay.
Turn this puppy again. A lot of heat coming out of that bad boy.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what.
The sizzling is real.
we're at heat. I'm gonna turn this down a little bit. Let her have a good nice soak in there. Getting warm.
Yeah, it is.
Still only 99 though.
It doesn't feel bad though because there's a breeze.
Huh?
That breeze makes a difference.
Yeah. Yeah, this one's much denser. This is only a 12-ton press, and this press is really only operating because it's on 110 at about 8 tons, so it doesn't take as big a bites out of it. Yeah, once you get away from that forge, it's rather pleasant.
Yeah. I kind of put myself originally in a spot where I was just gonna fucking overheat. Excuse my French.
Well, I mean,
I don't know if that was French or
if
not.
you sat right here, it feels actually cooler than over there.
Oh really? It feels really cool right here.
Well, we just topped 100 degrees. 100.
We have our own little sweat lodge going on over here.
Even better if we had some stabilized pine cone
That would be
put
cool.
on this because of that. I mean, the pattern looks like stabilized pine cone, but we don't, so whatever.
Yeah. Where do you get stabilized pine cone? Just from a...
You can order it offline, but I don't like fucking with that shit.
Yeah. Because it can fall apart.
No, it doesn't fall apart. I like the natural woods.
Or doing a antler handle.
We'll probably put some of that laminated maple on there, dye it, and we'll do it with the stripes and stuff. Probably do that. Do everything thick on this, so if we're going 5/8 of an inch thick, and if we want like a 3/16 spine on it to finish, we're gonna need to go with before grinding probably 1/4 inch.
Oh yeah,
on the blade and grind down to it.
How long of a blade are you thinking for this?
This is where that waterfall piece would work good, flatten, because then you could easily do the transitions into the bolster. But we're only going for like maybe a 4-inch blade, you know, and probably a 4.5-inch handle, 8 inches overall, relatively thin. There's going to be a little bit of weight to it.
Yeah.
Because of the integral bolsters, integral pommel, but
yeah,
I mean,
it'll be a good looking piece, hopefully. When
and if we don't get it done in time, then we'll just end up selling it.
Or just giving it to them.
We could give it to them.
Because they're hunters.
You know, well, if we don't get it done in time, we could just end up giving it to them, like selling it, and then giving them the proceeds from it.
Yeah.
Just giving the family the proceeds.
Next week's supposed to be a lot cooler than it is this week.
What's that? It's 98 now.
I know. Next week's supposed to be cooler than it is today.
I think we'll be able to get all the forging done here before it gets dark, I think, and then we can start working on all the rest of the shit later.
Yeah. Let's get it just forged out today.
Yeah.
So we can grind it and
get
stuff.
It forged to the general shape.
Yep.
And, you know, pre-grind thickness. So like those bolsters need to be 3/4 of an inch across. The tang where the scales are needs to be 1/4 inch. The blade needs to be 1/4 inch. And the pommel needs to be 3/4 inch.
Yep.
Roughly. Heat number 2. It hasn't changed much. Not much change in that.
Got a little bit longer.
A little bit longer. Slightly wider.
Yeah.
We're at about inch thickness right now. Maybe 7/8.
Yeah. It's way too thick still.
Huh?
Way too thick.
Well, we need it to be longer.
Oh yeah.
So I'm going to come out and we're going to go vertical with it this next throw. Squish that down so it becomes closer to square instead of rectangle, and then we'll drop back out again. Because we shouldn't have to use all this for the one blade.
Oh no, we should get multiple blades out of
You
this.
should get multiple blades out of it.
We aren't doing good utilization of Damascus if we don't get more than
Your
2
mic on?
blades. Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I couldn't hear what you said.
What?
I can't hear you.
Oh, I said we aren't utilizing the Damascus billet properly
Right.
if we don't get more than 1 knife out of it.
Right. Next time we need to make sure we're not recording to our SD card. And we have 17 hours of freaking storage left on it, but still.
Yeah, still.
Might go. That's about 3 inches wide, maybe 3.5. If we come over here and set everything with the width of our anvil, should be pretty good, and use a flatter
Yeah.
once we get it all roughed out. Got some change in that heat. Got some change in that one. We're probably only going to need about half of this billet.
Oh yeah. At some point, are you gonna hot cut it?
I'll cut it off, yeah.
Yeah.
Degrees, 12% humidity. At least right here. We need to get new batteries for that.
Yeah, we do.
Bolsters, when we get done with this, that handle should be three-eighths, maybe
Yeah.
maybe nine, not even 9/16ths. 3/8 to half-inch thick.
All right.
At the bolster. That we go with the fullering dies.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Now we're seeing some movement. Well, I can see movement.
an inclusion.
Yep, I saw that
Need to
too.
grind that out. Actually need to weld that up. That's what we need to do.
Will it affect the look of the pine cone Damascus, or will it just keep it from splaying out anymore?
Going out and get the oxidizing in there, so try to potentially close that back up. So keep it all together.
Okay.
Okay, this is just straight powder. Damn, that's a cool. We should have squished this down that way. That's a cool pattern there too.
Oh man. Woulda, shoulda, coulda.
That looks cool as well though. I think we squished a little too cold right there at the end.
You blew it. I'm joking.
I mean, like I said, I've already made a knife out of this stuff, so I know it's good.
It's starting to get
We might end up doing, maybe I should have cut that off right then and there. Maybe that's what we need to do.
Yeah, right, that spot where it...
Just cut this
That's
off
about
right.
halfway point, isn't it? One of them?
We'll cut that about half in there.
Yeah.
Where are my glasses?
Are they in the bedroom?
I think they're in the bathroom, unless those were yours. Did you get those out of the bathroom?
Yeah, those are mine.
Mine are probably in the
I'll find them.
bedroom then. Burnt my hand a little bit. I had to go grab that, pull that wheel off. It burnt a nice little crescent circle into my hand.
That looks gross.
It's good shit. Okay. We have plenty of steel in whatever's left over there to do what we need to do. Plenty.
Yes, we do. Again, if you have any questions, feel free to ask.
I can't hear you. You have to come in here.
I'm talking to them. I'm saying and I can relay them to Nathan. I was telling them that if they have any questions for you, feel free to ask, and I can have you answer them. What's the temperature in here right now?
99.
99.
Yeah, it's 99. think we need to change out our dies. I think we need to put the amble die on the bottom.
Yeah.
Amble die on the bottom. Flat die on the top. And we need to isolate our tang down. That's what we need to do. Don't get quite as tight as they used to.
Why doesn't it get as tight as they used to?
What's that?
Why aren't they getting it as tight as they
Well, the steel that we used on these for the bases,
Yeah.
it's just a mild steel, and so grooves get wore into them. So probably just need to weld up around there.
Yeah.
And then grind those back so we fill in those grooves.
Are you putting a flat one on that one too?
What?
Are you putting what are you?
I'm
When are
putting
you?
a flat die on that one.
Okay.
On the top. Amble die on the bottom, flat die on the top. I'm going to isolate the blade section from the tang.
Yeah. So what is that? That's
What?
just you're just isolating that one spot.
What?
So why did you only do push
That's
it
where
down?
the tang's going to be.
Okay, that's what I thought.
We just got to keep squishing that down. The rest of that will be blade. We could have done it with a fullering die up there But then you take a chance of over squishing, and this is more controlled.
Yeah.
And we could build an obtuse looking one where it's flat on one side and has an angle on the other, so it pushes all that away from the point where you're trying to isolate, but I'm not too worried about it. And we do have skinnier ones up there that are only a ½ inch thick. That's warm.
Yeah, don't touch that again.
That are only a ½ inch thick, but once again you get a little more squish than you want.
Smells a little bit like
now
smoke.
If this was a more powerful press, you know, we could put a 16-ton ram on there. I mean, we probably should.
Oh yeah, at some point we probably should.
Put a 16-ton ram on there, and then it'll run. It'll basically operate at 12 tons. You know, if you put a 20-ton fucking ram on there, it's gonna because it's 110. It's gonna operate at. That's warm.
Keep on touching it.
It's gonna operate at 16 tons.
Oh, okay.
Until we flip it over to 220. We just haven't got around to doing it.
Nope. Life keeps on happening and keeps on going.
Right now, I believe that there's no bridge plates in there. So it's going in one side and out the other. To go 220, you just put bridge plates in, I believe. I can't remember what that looked like when I took the plate off to look in there. I'll have to look at it again. It's either you add the plates to go 220 or you take the plates away to go 220. Either one.
Okay.
They're just little bridge pieces of metal that bridge the contacts.
Oh, okay. Makes sense.
Nothing's really changed on it. We got just a little more L. A little more L. We just need to pay attention when these things start dying.
Yeah. Well, we need to check because I think it might have. Oh, nope, you moved.
I mean, once our stuff starts dying, we'll just call it. Get as far as we can.
Yeah. We have tomorrow too. We don't film tomorrow.
Yeah, we do have tomorrow.
Or are we wanting to take a day of rest?
Huh?
A day of rest?
I don't know.
We'll see.
Maybe. We'll see. going to squish this on the horizontal this time. Take out that bubble.
Yeah, so there's that bubble that was formed.
A little bit of cracking right there. Right there. It's in the tang. Probably just run some weld over it. Remember, this has no like solid pieces in it, so it's gonna act a little different. But it's still very viable. Might want to put my
Yeah, you might want your...
I want to put my eyes on. Little stressy right there at the surface. Weld will be ground out and forged out by the time we're done. We're just using it to keep it all together. What these are just micro surface cracks that you can't see with the naked eye until you start forging it out. Then you just keep on chasing them. A little windy out there today.
Yeah, it is. But we do have a warning for potential thunderstorms.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. And it smelled kind of smoky out there.
It's a little smoky. Let's go ahead and turn that again. What I should have done is load my high carbon wire into my welder
Yeah.
for doing this,
Should've.
but it is what it is.
Well,
Most of this is going in the tang, so not that bad. And it's gonna be ground out,
Okay.
so.
So how do you know when it's gotten too,
What?
how do you know with this when it's gotten too cold to continue smithing?
Just gotta do it by color.
Okay.
I mean, we've been taking it a little bit cold. It's probably the reason why we're kind of creating those some of those cracks in there. The press sucks heat away from your piece really quick. So you only really get a few hits with it. But this steel hasn't been massaged as well as like store-bought steel, like
What do you mean by massage?
like compressed. It hasn't been worked as much.
Okay. Looks like right now, it looks like on SpongeBob, the daughter of the whale.
Okay.
It's the shape of the whale. I know, that's weird.
I mean, the last time I made a knife out of this, I cut a 3/8 of an inch thick sliver off and hand forced it out. So we may be putting a lot of pressure on this and it not being. And then I have the other one I made. It's the actual feather.
Yeah.
That, you know, we did the same thing with. So. We're still pretty thick. We're still about an inch thick.
Yeah.
We can come down like 1/4 inch still, so we're gonna do that here in a minute. probably do that this heat. Start working on that, the big flats.
What's the temperature in here now?
It's just 100.
Oh, it's not that bad.
Yeah, 12% humidity.
The sun came out.
Huh?
The sun is, you can see the sun now, which is good.
Yeah, it's not that bad. Yeah, because our tang only needs to be, when it's fully, our handle only needs to be about a ½ inch thick all the way across. So that's going to leave, you know, if we go 3/16 of an inch thick on there, you know, you don't have a lot of bolster in there.
No.
You don't have a lot of freaking pommel on there, but you have enough.
Okay.
Maybe thinner than, we might go 5/32.
Okay.
You know, because that'll be a good, you don't want it, this thing's supposed to be a hunting knife, so it's like, you got to be able to use it as a skinner, you got to be able to use it as a small camp. It needs to be, you know, semi-light, semi-comfortable in the hand. Semi-comfortable in the hand. It needs to be comfortable in the hand.
Yeah.
It needs to be comfortable to use.
If it's not comfortable to use, you're not going to tend to use it. If it's not comfortable to use, you're not going to want to use it.
So we're not planning really any of this out. We're just going to go by the feel of it, and I mean, it may change by the end of it. It may not.
Yeah, who knows?
The goal is to make an integral hunting knife, but we'll see what happens.
Yep.
Nothing's really changed. We're going to do another squish down on the tang. Maybe, yeah, another squish. Well, we're going to do another. We'll do another pass on the flats, and then we'll go on the verticals. So we want to be able to grind into this, grind the knife out of our basic shape.
Yeah.
So
if it's not a basic shape, then that's not gonna.
Well, and we want it to be relative to, you know, we want to get the center line right.
Yep.
We want to make sure all that stuff's Duff's Gold. That's the biggest thing about making integrals is making sure everything lines up.
So maybe we want to get that grinder thing?
No. See, we wouldn't need it if we had that other grinder that turned on the horizontal, Sarah.
Yeah.
And we have the magnets for the jig. All I would need to do is turn on the horizontal so it grinds lengthwise, and that would be the surface grinder.
Okay.
So we don't need to buy a freaking $1,500 surface grinder where we just need to maybe buy a $700 freaking grinder that changes the axis.
Yeah.
I mean, to me, that would be the smart thing. Is you go buy a grinder where it can go from the vertical to the horizontal, and then all you need to have is a tool rest, and then you're just on that flat platen like that, back and forth, and you're getting your flat that you need. And then we turn the ocularis into a small wheel attachment.
Yeah.
And then we get the waterfall platen for that, so that it goes into the small wheel attachments. But that's for later.
Another day.
Another day. We might not even forge in our flats for the tang. We might grind those in. I think that'll be the easiest way. We get the blade all roughed out. We get the length of our tang how we want it. Then we can grind in, you know,
Everything
finger
else.
catch and everything else.
Oh, that was a nice breeze.
Because this is not going to be a ricasso knife. This will be a fully sharp from finger catch to tip.
It's going to be fancy.
Well, it's not fancy. It's
Not
actually
fancy.
more primitive.
Oh. Wow, John.
I mean, we're putting all the safety mechanisms in there. We're going to have a deep finger well. I'm thinking in top of my head, finger catch, soft freaking back catch, swell, back of your hand, pinky catch, come back across the top. Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
I'd want to put one of my handles on it, but not everybody understands those handles.
Yeah, no.
I mean, we could. It means we just have more work. We still have the integral bolster. It's not a bad idea. It'd be a lot more work, but it would look pretty cool, I think. Nah, we'll just do a normal knife.
Yeah. That's for another day.
pretty close to what we want. Just gotta squish that down a little more, and we'll be good to go. Just squish that tang down. One more run on the tang, and then we'll start working the blade side out.
Yeah, because that blade needs to get a lot longer.
Huh?
That blade needs to get longer.
Yeah.
Right now it's shaped like a potato. Not really a potato.
We're a little under 3/4 of an inch. A little thinner than I wanted, but that's okay. It'll work out. We don't want a brick for a working knife.
No. We don't want you to have to hammer to use it.
Right.
That would be awful.
We'll squish that blade down now a little bit. Squish the tang down. Get our proportions right. Then we'll start drawing that. We'll put the fullering dies back on there. Create our transition off the bolster, front bolster part, and go from there. Three-quarter was a little thick, I think. 5/8, which is probably where we're at. It's probably the right size
Yeah.
we're gonna want.
I think so.
But we gotta get it all elongated first.
You okay?
I tried to breathe my water.
Wow.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't breathe water.
You're not a fish.
I do not have gills. It'd be fucked up if I drowned in my shop.
I would not let you drown in your shop.
You gonna give me mouth to mouth?
Yeah.
Ass to mouth?
Ass to mouth. Here's my butt. It will save you.
Right.
Now I can't stop picturing putting my ass on your face, come and revive you.
Enough.
That'd be awful.
So we're going to do the tang first, whomp, 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 pull it back, and then squish that blade down a little bit.
Okay.
put the thin ones in there. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. We gotta be really careful with these. These are these thin ones. Gotta take super small bites with these.
Yeah. You easily overdo it. Super small. Pretty good. Yeah.
That's not too bad.
No, worked out swimmingly.
Maybe one more little squish up in here, and that should be the length of our blade that we need.
Yep.
We got a little bit of an inclusion there, but that'll come off.
Yep. That's no biggie.
And we'll take it. I think I'm going to do that for the tang side too. But be really careful with it though.
Yeah.
Because if we get it stretched out too far,
We don't have anything to work with.
we got to go with a non. If we get it too far, it's still an integral bolstered area. We just don't have. We just won't have an integral pommel.
Yeah.
And then at that point, we might as well go with as kind of a hidden tang.
Yeah.
So, which means we would have wasted more steel that way. But if it happens, it happens.
Well, we're already going to waste steel because we already have it at this size anyways. We can't do anything.
Well,
with
that's right at the tip. We're just going to go away anyways.
Yeah.
Like that's gonna get cut off before we
Even
do
get
anything. I
there?
want to get all the heavy forging in here so that we can start our freaking an annealing cycle and let it anneal the rest. As soon as we get that into the oven and we put it on an annealing cycle at like 1500 degrees,
Yeah.
then we can freaking come back tomorrow.
And finish.
Yeah. I'm gonna hit this real quick right here. Okay, break out our hammer here real quick. Where'd my hammer go? Hammer. There's a hammer. Pretty good. Pretty happy with that. I think I want to go. I don't have any shock.
Oh.
No, where are? Well, I'll just eyeball the son of a bitch.
Yeah. I don't know where you
We'll
put
just
your.
eyeball it. We will eyeball that bastard. So roughly that much bolster, give or take. About 5/8 of an inch bolster, give or take.
Okay.
I mean, this is still pretty damn thick. We're gonna do some forging on it,
Yeah.
but we won't do any more forging today. This puts so much stress
Yeah,
into
Mike,
this.
we need to let it.
We need to let it anneal. So we'll just come back out tomorrow. I'm gonna
Yeah.
start the freaking oven. Get it heated up.
What temperature are you gonna nail it at? 425?
Huh?
What are you gonna nail it at?
1500.
1500. Why am I saying 1425? That is not. That's tempering, sir.
This is 1095 and 4% nickel powder.
Okay. And what I was thinking was tempering anyways, not annealing. I was
Right.
like, yeah.
I think we're just gonna do a bolster. I wanted to do an integral pommel as well
Because that's the thing at the bottom, right?
at the back end. Yeah, the pommel area. I'm gonna see what we can do. If we can get this thing pretty good across there, we'll be
good to hook.
yeah. Yep. One more heat on that. That's not too bad.
It's looking actually pretty good.
That's not too bad. Not too bad, folks. Not too bad. And we have the knife looking like
A knife.
we want it to look.
Sort of.
That pattern really stretched out. You get these long bands off that really hard center line. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's actually looking like a knife and not a little bit
It's
more.
not looking just like a hunk of steel now.
Yeah.
It has that kind of knife shape, knife look to it.
You can actually kind of see that it's going to be a knife.
We don't want to go much farther than what we already have.
Because we're going to put too much stress on it.
On the tang side, we may have to just smooth that out, go a little thinner, but we may have to grind and file the rest of it. Because I mean, we're still heating up. We're at 425 right now. It's heating up quick, but I'm going to take out the knife stand that's in here. We might not have left enough for that pommel.
We'll have to see.
But that's okay. I don't think we left enough for the pommel.
I don't think you did either.
I'm just gonna flatten it out because the weld starts right there. So I'm just gonna go, we're just gonna flatten the rest of the way out. So no integral pommel.
It is what it is.
Yeah. But we will have an integral bolster, so.
Yeah.
So, no integral pommel. We will have the bolster. No big deal. Pretty good on center line. That's looking really good. I'm gonna cut this nipple off the end.
And I'm gonna move. Last time I got sprayed.
I mean, the thing is, we got everything else we wanted, and we have more than enough thickness in that to really make it nice. So here's what we have so far. Pretty good, not bad.
Oh.
I'm gonna cut out that area there too. We're gonna take and cut out that kind of nasty area because we got more than enough thickness in this blade.
Yeah, there's no reason to keep it there.
We don't need any of this. Oh yeah, we're good. So there's our belly. This will kind of be a drop point when we get it done. We're sitting at about 4.25 inches in length, maybe 4.5. I'm gonna stick this in there. I'm gonna shut the forge off. Let that sit in there until our kiln is up to temperature. So it'll go in the kiln at temperature. Won't have such a heat sink in there.
Yep.
And then we just cancel our set point and it cools off at a set measurable amount as per the programming. You don't turn it off. You just press cancel. You just cancel it. And then we'll be back tomorrow, probably early morning.
Yeah. 7, 8 o'clock latest.
Yeah, probably about that, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit later, maybe 9 o'clock. We got started around noon today.
Noon. Yeah, about noon.
Yeah.
It's 12:30 now, 2:30 now, not 12:30. Wow, Sarah.
102 in the shop, not too bad.
No.
Feeling pretty good.
I'm not even sweating.
I mean, none of my electronics shut off early,
Nope.
but we weren't even close to how we've had it 130 in here.
Yeah, that's about the time. 120, 130. It starts shutting off.
If we were actually making Damascus,
Oh, we'd be
that's how
done.
hot it would be in here right now.
And we've done
Yeah,
it.
it sucks that we weren't going to get the pommel in there, but oh well.
I think I'll be fine.
Still be a good looking knife.
It's going to be cool knife.
Cool knife when we're
Going to a
done with
good
it.
cause.
And we left more than enough material to play with.
Yep.
We'll just get it annealed, come back out tomorrow, get it all straight, and then yeah, we'll see how far we get tomorrow. We may get into it once we get it all straight, kind of forged down to where we want it. We probably will then have to do another annealing cycle, make sure it's nice and soft. Once it's straight, put it back through annealing, and then when we get time here this next week, we'll go in and start grinding it.
Yeah.
So, no, I'm happy the way this is turning out.
I am too.
It sucks for that first one, but you live and learn.
Yeah, now we know.
Should have massaged it, worked it more, done some more heats to it, and instead of trusting that we'd got enough squish on it, because you have to really get it to squish, to make it hold together. You have to reduce it by 1/3, and we hadn't quite reduced it by 1/3 yet.
Obviously, because it wanted to do what it did.
But it's still usable. So
yeah, we'll put it into another one, and
yeah, we got all kinds of Damascus bars up there that have issues with them. Where when we start doing the Damascus series, we're just gonna chop them up and throw them into freaking batches and
have a random.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Or semi-random.
If we do it right, we could cut them up to where we could put the patterns that were in there.
Yep.
Facing out, so that we could get you know, kind of a mosaic thing going on.
Yep.
We'll see. Alright, I'm going to move you guys over to this way. So you guys see what I'm seeing. We're at 1360 right now. Kiln set for 1500. And then on Monday, we're shooting the 1075 episode. Monday, Tuesday.
Yep. Yes, we are.
And then we'll be into that. We got a new format we're going to play with too. It's we've been having some issues with retention, and I think I'm just trying to show too much, be too freaking precise, and we just need to show. You guys came to watch shit break.
Yeah.
So we'll
let
break
you watch shit break.
You're gonna, the whole episode will be shit breaking.
Episode might be shit. It broke.
Right. Well, it's supposed to break, but yeah, it may break when we don't want it to.
Yeah. Who knows? That's happened.
1405. I'm gonna put that in there. Let it heat up the rest of the way. I mean, we just gotta wait for it to
do its thing.
Get to 1500 and we'll be good to go. So we'll see you guys tomorrow at latest 9 o'clock. We'll just get a start. We'll just go live and start working. So thanks for everybody showing up.